Guys, I think I've gone and created the tallest Slovakian second division side there's ever been. Should we have a look at the transfers? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm FM20 and this is episode 17 of the Journeyman. And we've been busy. Boy, have we been busy. So yeah, as I was saying in the intro, I think we might have created a team of bloody giants, like Space Jam giants. Tell you what, let's go have a look at them. Well, I think we already had a bit of a big side anyway, but I might have added to that. We'll go through all the transfers very quickly anyway, and then we'll have a little review of the team before we go into the first match of the season. But first up, we'll do the going outs because they're not as exciting, are they? And it leaves the good stuff last. I'm one of those guys who eats the veg first and leaves the I'm actually vegan, but leaves the nice potatoes last. But yeah, going outs first one was a big one. 12. We got someone for 12 grand was Dubois. So he was quite a big player for us towards the end of that season. But I couldn't really reject 12 grand, and he wasn't really doing it. I thought I could get a better right back in. And then got rid of Somov, striker who didn't play for 2.4k. What you'll see is I've cut a lot of that squad down. I was showing you, wasn't I, before this episode, how we had so many similar strikers. Got rid of them, haven't I? Got rid of him. But that goes again with Kristan. Pal Kristan, he's gone. They're just all right players. I needed an extra level to get me higher up in that league, and to do that, I've had to move on a few of these players. Like, he's only gone for 325 quid, but I need to free up that wage to be able to get the better players in. Vincent Kopin sold for 1.1. I got him for a free. So that's brilliant business, if I don't say so myself. A few young players gone out in loan. Vajs. Another name. But he's not a bad youngster. Pavlik, again, another good youngster out on loan. Chavanko didn't really play for us again. Sold him for 1.1, going up to 1.3k. Hodal out on loan. Lipez, 3.4k. Again, they're all right players, but they're not going to do it for us. One who I guess, probably only a player who I might miss or who's half decent is Manik. He had a few errors though, didn't he, in the games up to the end of the season. And he's 26, he's in his prime, he's got good decisions. He's a good defender, good pace. Like, if you look at his stats, he's good, but he was on a big wage and his contract was ending at the end of the season, and 16k is the highest fee I've received. So again, couldn't say no to that sort of money. Good luck to him, but I think we've replaced him. We'll see that soon. Mark Toff, another one, going out on loan, another youngster. Frauhauf, again, one of those average strikers who are just 22, probably just past going to improve drastically. If they were like 17, 18, then yeah, they might be worth keeping. But to be honest, I just don't think they are. I think they're past it at that age. Well, not past it, but they're not going to improve drastically, are they, to get in my side? And then finally was Peskovic out on loan. That's a quick run through of all the transfers we've got out. I think I've done all right there. Freed up the wage bill, got rid of a lot of players. 38k received. We got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players out. And we've brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can see we've decreased about 6 players there and freed up some wages for higher quality players. So let's go through these now. You can have a judge if you think these are higher quality players than the ones I've just got rid of. So first up is youngster Peter Hlinker. So he's a left back. He's 17. Good determination, marking, passing, tackling. What lets him down is his physicals. Like, he's got no pace, not very good in the air. He's not strong. So I don't know if they're going to improve much, but I thought I'd take a chance on him. He's very technical. I like that. I like a player who can, especially a fullback who's good on the ball. I think it's always nice to have. They've got the time and space to use the ball. He's got good teamwork. His mentals are great. Just need those physicals to get a bit better. But yeah, he's not even going to be starting for us this year. He's just a backup. Next is 19-year-old right back Ivanchin. I think he's a good player. Like, he's the opposite. He's got really, really good physicals there. Acceleration 16, pace 13, good stamina. Tackling's good at 13, technique 10s. He's marking passing's 10, so if they just go up a little bit, he's already a top player. First touch 11. Determination, concentration, decisions. Like, they're all 9s and 10s. Like, if he's 19, he's got like room to grow. And I think he's going to be good. I'm actually going to have him as my first choice right back this year at 19. Hopefully that will help improve his attributes even quicker with first team playing experience. But yeah, so he's the right back in. Now this guy up next on a free, so he was also on a free, Ivancic. So no money spent. So we've made 38 grand just off transfers. Martin Koval, right winger. Quite pleased with him, I'll tell you that now. Passing 13, dribbling 14, first touch, good pace, determination. I think he's probably going to be keeping Paspoki out the team, and that's saying something. A player of the year from last year. The only downfall to him is natural fitness is 4. So he doesn't recover quickly from matches. He might just be one of those players who doesn't play every game, but when he plays, he's going to be decent. And that's kind of not too bad because we've got a good choice of right mids. So I'm not too bothered about having to rotate them, but I think when he plays, he's going to be amazing for us. Like, he's a right winger and he's 6'1". I'm going to go through the heights. I know I mentioned it earlier, but we'll go through that. Then a few loans now. Talking of heights. Chuck Wumeka Ume. I'm going to call him Chuck because that name I've probably just butchered. Let's have a look at Chuck. Right, don't know if you've noticed it straight off the bat. He's got good jumping reach. I wonder why that is. I wonder why his jumping reach is so high. That's right, you've seen it. He's 6'9" and almost 17 stone. He is huge. Like, look at his ability as well. Dribbling 13, finishing 13, first touch 13, heading 14. He's got dribbling 13 for a 6'9", almost 17 stone player, and flair 12. I'm not sure what to expect of this player. Got him on loan. I'm paying him just £500 a week. He's either going to be amazing, isn't he, and just dominate this league, or he's going to be absolutely awful. But I really like the look of him. He's a different option, different kind of threat. He's only 22 as well. He is going to improve. So that's Big Chuck. Next is David Berezny on loan, who we've kind of brought in to replace, I forgot his name. Brought in to replace Manic there. Very similar, I think, in ability. He's good jumping, 6'3", heading, marking, tackling, positioning, technique. Got all the things for a good centre half. And he might even be on the bench I don't know if he'll be a full starter, but there's three good centre halves there now who can definitely challenge each other to kind of make a good partnership in that defence. So I'm pleased with him. And look who's come back. If you've watched last season, Lieber had that great game at the end of the season, finished strong, and he's earned himself another loan back. Quite happy to have him back in. Again, he's not going to be a starter. Like, I've got very good players kind of all over now to kind of keep bringing out whoever's in form. He might be a starter. He might just be a player off the bench. And finally is Martin Majling, who is a kind of, he's full back. I've got him in as a right back, but he can play centre half as well. He's just on loan. He's kind of 6 foot, good pace, sub. He's behind our 19-year-old Ivancic, but I think he's not bad as a backup right back. And that's all the transfers. Let me know what you think, whether you think I've done enough, brought in enough, got any players here you think I shouldn't have let go. It's all opinions. You might have noticed someone in there, some little gem that I've let go, and I'm going to regret it, but we're going to find out, aren't we? So what I wanted to show you about the team's height, let's just go on. Let's go on team. So if we go on comparison and go on facts, our average height of our team, that's all players in the squad first team, is 6 foot. That is ridiculous. It's the highest, obviously, in the league. Chuck brings that up a lot at 6'9", with our smallest being 5'7". But if I just want to show you, if I wanted to, I could create a side all above 6 foot. So that right back out for the one we brought in, 6 foot. Bartek could not play for our other Berezny. So they're all 6 foot. Centre mids, we've got Kletch there on the bench who can do it. The only guy under 6 foot there now is Abodaz, and I'm pretty sure I could replace him as well. There we go, Martin Koval. Okay, that one's a bit of a push because he's a right winger. But yeah, that still, it's not bad, is it? Like 5'11" is your smallest player. It's a big side, and I'm not even like trying to play that way. And I didn't like go into the transfer window or even know that my players were all this big. It's kind of just happened, and I'm quite happy for it because I'm going to try and make the most of set pieces. It gives us something else, doesn't it? We can pass the ball, but don't get me wrong, we're not just going to be hoofing it. But we've also got a little bit of extra, a little bit of height to hopefully get us goals from set pieces and crosses. So that's the big monster side that we've got. Let's just have a quick look of how we got on in the pre-season games. We only had 3. Not sure why. Assistant only did 3. I probably should have manually done some myself, but I didn't really realise. I was just going through it. I was having a good time in pre-season getting the transfers involved, and all of a sudden I realised we had 1 week, just over a week of friendlies, and that was it to set us up for the season. They went well though. We didn't concede a goal. 4-0 against Avias Vindik. Goals from Brandau got 2. He started off well. Peter Kovac got 1, and Valovkin got the final one. So that was a 4-0 win. Then Whistler, I think we went away to Poland actually for a week and a half. Yeah, these are all Polish sides. 1-0 away there. Brandau in the 8th minute. Wasn't the best performance, but got the win. Then a really good 5-0 win. Goals from Magda, Duga, Brandau again, and Martin Koval, new signing. So that not much to tell you really about that. It was 3 games, just over a week away on a nice little trip to Poland. And yeah, that sets us up for the first game of the season against Sport PodBrezova. But I've also noticed is if you just look to the left there, don't want to jinx anything, but the bookies are having us 2-1 favourites to win this league now. I think we were about 5th at the start before our transfers, but since we brought in a few decent players there, they've got us now at 1st. And I don't know if that's a good bet, 2-1. Probably not, because we only finished, 7th, 8th last year, 7th, and now they're having us right up top. Especially with, I don't know who came down. If you assume that means that they were relegated. So Slavoj Trebizov has been relegated from the league above the 1st division, and they're already predicting them 12th. I don't know what that's about. And the 4 newly promoted sides are all look like they're going to have an absolute shock of a season. But yeah, that's kind of what they're predicting us to do. So there's big expectations on us today. We've got the right-hand side is strong for us. Ivan Chinch, who I signed, that 19-year-old, they've got him as a Media Dream 11, and Koval, who I also signed. So 2 good signs. I think they must have pushed us up to that first position, that predicted first position. Right, so this is the squad that's going to take on Sport PodBrezova in the first game of the season. I've had to make a few tough decisions. Don't know my side that well, having only the 3 pre-season friendlies. I hope that doesn't come back to haunt me. But we've going to go with, as you know, I know I keep repeating it, but it just helps me to justify my decisions. But we need an under-21 Slovakian player. That is going to be Kovac today. Wanted to play Uma. Would mean playing Guber as a centre mid. But as you'll see, firstly, he's not so great. And he doesn't have a good link with Duga. So that's why Lieber's in today. And we're starting with Kovac. Brandau as an inside forward on the left. Pospoki's getting a start today because Koval isn't fully fit. Like I said, his natural fitness is 4. He's not going to be able to play every game, I don't think, if there's a few games in a week. I think he probably needs a week to recover. Duga, advanced playmaker. Lieber next to him. Habodaz, the young defensive midfielder in there. So that's the 3 who started the last game of the season. We won 3-0. So hopefully they can continue that little trio partnership going on there. Magda at left back. Kazobiev at centre half with Bartek. So Bartek keeps his place even with Berezny coming in, just because they've got a good relationship and they finish strong. I'm keeping the players who were doing well last year until the new signings can sneak their way into the lineup if they start potentially playing badly, and, you know, gives opportunities to other people. Ivanchin is straight in at right back, the 19-year-old Croat, and the same old keeper, Kivos Pavliko, in goal. So that leaves us with a fairly good bench. We've got new signing right back, Koval, as I've just mentioned, Guerrero, the old dog, Berezny, centre half, Guba, that young centre mid, and actually I don't need him anymore. I'm going to bring Kletch, and then Uma could come on and mix things up with his 6'9", 17 stone physique. I don't think I'll get over that. Big Chuck. I love him already. He's one, you know, when you just fall in love with a player and you just hope he's going to be good because he turns out to be awful. I'm probably still going to play him because I just love the fact that he's absolutely massive. But yeah, that's the team. Should we go? Let's go see if we can get a result and a good start to the season. Right, here we go. It's the first game of the season. I don't like the high expectations. This is probably the first time in this Journeyman series where I think I've probably got one of the better sides in the league. And that with that becomes pressure, doesn't it? If I'm expected to do well and doesn't get off to a good start, I could probably potentially lose my job again. But no, we're thinking positively. I like the side. I like the team I've kind of brought together. We just need to score some more goals. Goals is our problem. Oh, okay. Slow motion keeper save there. One for the cameras, I think. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting season, I think, this. I really want to push for that playoff spot, which is second. So that's probably my minimum that I want, that second place. And even then, you play a team from the first division who finished second bottom of the first division league. So it's still a tough game to get promoted. But it's a long way to go. We'll get talking about that later when we know what's going on. Spokey loves a nodded down header. Bit tame. Had a brief look at this team's players. They've got some good ones. They had a couple in the best 11, just like us. So I don't think it's going to be an easy game, this, especially away from home. Oh, and there it is. Oh, he's offside. Woo. Oh, didn't enjoy that. He's got in it. Oh, Ivanchin. Is he offside? I think VAR might have messed up there. Well, it wasn't even VAR, it was the liner. So the liner's probably messed up. Spokey. Asking a lot from him this year. Got a ball in though. It's good. Brandau picking up in that little area. What can he do from here? Oh, he's going for it. Oh, what a finish. Massive daisy cutter. It was hit quite well, but he just skimmed it across the floor. I wasn't expecting him to shoot. I know I was kind of egging him on for it, but I don't think he was actually going to do it. He just picked it up quite deep, cut inside, and he's hit it from, what's that, like 30 yards, 35 yards? It's a good finish, and we're off to a good start. Spokey. And he got one in. Oh. See, with these crosses, I have Uma in there. Who's Uma? Big Chuck, I mean. If I had Big Chuck in there, could get on the end of some of these crosses. They've countered it. They've still got it. They've gone for a long shot. They're no. You are no Brandau. Who's scored probably one long shot for us, maybe two. Wouldn't say we're dominating though. They're not making this easy for us. Oh, that hit the top of the bar. Good effort. Yeah. Just looking, who's playing well here? Oh, it's chance after chance for them. Need more from Kovac. This under 21 rule for having a Slovakian is my only headache at the moment. See, he's on a 6.4. He's just not good enough to be starting yet. He's still only 18, but he's just not quite good enough. I will try that Goober, I think, in centre mid next game, because Lieber isn't even doing well today. I don't think any of our other centre mids. No, well, Lieber's cut that out now. Oh no, terrible. But yeah, I'll try that Goober, who is 18, Slovakian 18-year-old in centre mid next game. But none of the other centre mids, like I was saying, are doing anything special themselves anyway. We get a ball in. What is this? Some bad football on show from them as well. It's got it in. Oh, Spokey was eyeing that one up. Right, it's time. It's Chuck time. He likes it as a poacher. That's what he's gonna get. And Spokey's not doing well. Let's bring on Koval. So the two new signings, the two potential star signings are on. Fairly good save, tipped it over. Two new star signings are on. Hopefully they can see this game out now. Lieber's not doing too well either. He's on a 6.4. Can we hit Big Chuck? Got it in. It's not gone to Chuck. It's gone to Bartek, who's turned on it. Go on, finish that. Yes. Scabby goal, but we needed it. Look at Big Chuck there. It's all 17 stone of him. Good delivery by Brandau. Their defender headed it back in. Bartek's tried to curl one in. Second time lucky. Throws a wooden left at it. There we go, 2-0 up. Hopefully that's enough now to see us through. I'm going to go down to just a cautious, away from home. We don't need to go for anything too much here. I'll bring on Kletch as well, just as a centre mid support. Yeah, just to shore it up in there. Duga was looking a bit tired. You know, I know they've had quite a few shots, but they have all been from quite far out, a bit of distance, and I don't mind that at this level. You're not going to get many people banging them in from top bins in this league. Unless you're Brandau. Just never does it for me when I give him the shout out for the episode. Ooh, Koval. No. That's going to be potential knee injury. I made all my subs. That could be bad. Okay. I go for a bit of a narrow diamond because I can't bring any more subs on. And because of that, we're going to bring the tempo down. We're going to time waste. Going to be more disciplined. Take off, shoot off sight. Yeah. This could be tricky now. Just need to hold on. I'm worried about that injury. I did check his injury history because I didn't know if natural fitness affects your kind of just like chances of ongoing injuries, and he hadn't had any last season. I think he'd been injured twice. He'd been injured twice with like a few days here and there. So I did check that. Okay, we're doing all right. We're still 2-0 up and 5 minutes to go. I'm still feeling quite confident. Not if we do stupid stuff like that. Oh, please. Oh. Luckily, they can't finish. Gonna ask them to concentrate here. Settle it. Settle down. Settle. They're overwhelmed by me telling them to concentrate. Just don't understand why. A block. Ooh. They just can't finish, can they? I think we have been a bit lucky. Definitely don't deserve 2-0. Oh, go on, Chuck. Oh, he's so strong. Did you see him just barge that lad out of the way then? 17 stone just lent on him. Oh, 3-0. Brandau's deliveries this game. He's had a great game. And Kozuboev with the header takes us to 3. It's a very good ball. Their keepers just couldn't be asked. I think he'd given up. There we go. It's all over. Full time, 3-0 away from home against not a bad side. And that man, Kozuboev, again, is just doing bits. Player of the match, 8.8. 2 centre halves, done very well. Defence has done well. Brandau. Want to see more from the rest of the attacking players next game, but for a first game, start the season with new players, I think it's really good. We just need to check on Kovac's injury. Not Kovac. I don't know my players. What's he called? Koval. But yeah, if we just go, that's all there is to worry about now, really. Oh, there it is. Sprained knee ligament, 7 to 8 weeks. Oh, the main man. A star player. Well, potential star player. Did well in the pre-season, but he's out for 7 to 8 weeks. Luckily, we got Pospoki on that right. He's not a bad player to have, is he? And also Brandau can play there. But yeah, that's the first game done, and obviously it's just put us top of the table with a few teams to play. A lot of draws going on already. I like to see that. We're the only team that's won so far. I will go and play some games now offline. We'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'll come back for the Matador Puchov game just to finish off August. Yeah, we'll do that. So I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games. Come back for the Matador Puchov game. See how I've got on and see if we can get this team kind of playing the way we want, creating more chances and essentially, touch wood, going for promotion. But yeah, that's the end of this episode though. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And if you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.